Well, hello, my YouTube fellas and gals. So the books are back, and I moved them to a new location, so I'm so happy. So, since February is a romance month because of Valentine's Day, I'm going to be doing romance books. So, we will start with paperbacks, and even if you don't order from me, because I do sell books, and I will link everything in the description below on how to find me. I'm also a resource center. If you have a Kindle or a Nook and there's any of these books that you're interested in, you can look them up because I also help with the ISBN number. And of course, you have the name of the author and the title of the book too. So the special that I'm running on these are $1 a piece. So you can get 10 books for $10 or you can buy them separately. And then you contact me via email and I will set it up in my Etsy and then you just go pick it up because I will send the link back to you in an email. And you can go pick it up. So these are all going to be $1 a piece. This is called Darkness Rises by Dianne Duvall. This is what the book looks like. And this is what it's about. That's my little post-it note I use as a receipt. Krista is used to getting the drop on vampires. Her special abilities aren't much, but the plan is simple. She plays helpless, pretty young thing to lure them in. Then her shadow swords come out and it's bye-bye bloodsucker. Until one night she finds herself with an unexpected ally. He's a vampire, all right, but different, mysterious, handsome, and more interested in saving her skin than draining it. Etene, I think it's how you say her name, has been an immortal guardian for 200 years, long enough to know that Krista is special. He can't stop thinking about her long legs even more than her short swords. Then he discovers the vamps she's exterminating have friends in high places, and the guardians are in danger too. He'll have to accept Krista's help to save them. The stakes for a mortal are high, but the cost to his heart might be higher. So there you go. Here is the first book. Book number 2, we have Stolen by Penelope Neri. And if I butcher the author's name, sorry. Definitely well loved and aged. That's what the book looks like. Oh, and by the way, this is a 1998 copyright, where the first one was a 2013. Keep forgetting to do that in case people are interested. Stealing Away. Rose Trelawney thought she'd been caught red-handed robbing the Duke of Cumberland's London estate, but she soon realized she'd been mistaken for the Duke's mistress, and a tall stranger who had found her was out for revenge. Suddenly, Drummond McLeod was dragging her away on a ship sailing for the New World, and the defiant beauty was not about to go without a fight. As handsome as the Scotsman was, when he forced her to wed him on board the ship, she knew she'd sooner die than spend one more moment with the lecherous brute. But the ship's close quarters threw them together, igniting a spark of fiery passion that would carry them through cold Canadian nights. And when Rose convinced Drummond she was not the woman he thought, she glimpsed a tenderness beneath his hardened heart. Now she wondered if she just might stop cursing the day she'd been so brazenly. ... There you go, book number 2. Book number 3, we have Priceless by Sherryl Woods. That's what the book looks like. It's a 2004 copyright. This is what it's about. There's Honor. Must have been the name of a bookstore on the punched on the book. Charismatic playboy Mac Carlton lit up a room, even a hospital room, like no one else. Dr. Beth Browning had to admit Mac's visits were iconic for her young patient, but her own reaction was much more confusing. Although Beth didn't ask for a second opinion on her future with Mac, his Aunt Destiny offered her prognosis and marriage, given Mac's romantic history and her own weariness due to past losses. Beth hesitated to agree, but her symptoms were undeniably love. So there's book number 3. Book number 4. We Have to Hide and to Hold by Leigh Greenwood. This is what the book looks like. And this is what it's about. And it is a 2013 copyright. A stranger to the rescue. Colby Blaine has been a loner for his whole life, and he isn't about to change now. But that doesn't mean he can ignore people in trouble. When he rides up on an inexperienced wagon train under attack, he doesn't hesitate to jump into the fray. It's only after the raid that he really lands himself in hot water. Naomi Kesling is certainly grateful to Colby for saving her family and agreeing to lead the train to safer territory, but the man has an infuriating way of knowing just, excuse me, how to get under her skin. He has too many questions about a past she doesn't want to remember, and his touch makes her long for far more. Yet the more time they spend together, the more Naomi sees that perhaps it's Colby who needs rescuing the most. So there we go. Book number 4. Book number 5. I'll Be Home for Christmas by Fern Michael. This is a 2010 copyright. That's what the book looks like. This is what it's about. Comfort and joy for Angie Bride for this holiday season. Her miracle under the mistletoe arrived gift wrapped in a tall, handsome package called Josh Eagle. The Christmas stocking. Focused on the gift of giving, Amy Barron wasn't expecting anything under the Christmas tree this year. Luckily, Gus Moss decided to stop resisting her. A bright red ribbon. For 2 years, Morgan Ames had promised to wait in a sudden snowstorm. She discovers the joy of keeping her word. Mary, Peter King doesn't have struggling veterinarian Andy Evans' best interest at heart until he falls in love with her. So there you go. Book number 5. Book number 6. We have The Maiden's Heart. Love the cover of that. By Julie Beard. That's what the book looks like. It is 1999 copyright. There is magical quality to Julie Beard's writing that brings to life a long ago time of pageantry and legend, yet gives us characters who are living, breeding people to care about. A dashing knight-errant Sir Hugh de Greyhurst longs for the pleasures of home and hearth. He casts aside all thoughts of love to marry a baron's daughter sight unseen. But Marguerite Shrewsbury is as beautiful as an angel and just as chaste. Her plan to stay that way will test Hugh's honor, driving him toward the edge of desire, and as Hugh's passion begins to consume them both, a devious conspiracy jeopardizes their marriage, a threat that will unite them in danger and draw them closer together than ever, body and soul. So there you go. Book number 6. Book number 7. We Have Love and Dreams by Patricia Hagan. This is what the book looks like. I always make sure all the pages and stuff are in the books, and I check them and wipe them off and stuff. This is a 1988 copyright. And this is what the book is about. Perfect happiness seen within reach for Jade O'Bannon and Colt Coltrane. When sudden catastrophe separated the newlyweds, believing her husband dead, Jade began a perilous odyssey that would take her from a disastrous shipwreck to a dazzling drawing rooms of New York, forced to choose between a love she could not forget and a passion she could not deny. She would make a tragic mistake and become the helpless prisoner of a madman's obsession. Tumultuous events swept her toward a fateful confrontation that would either shatter her hopes forever or bring them to a splendid fulfillment. So there you go. Book number 7. Book number 8. This is Mrs. Miracle by Debbie Macomber. That's what the book looks like. It is a 2005 copyright. This is what it's about. Seth Webster's heart never healed after he lost his adored wife. Now, with Christmas approaching, wild twin boys to raise alone, a home in chaos, and the latest in a long line of exasperated housekeeping, quitting in disgust, Seth needs more than help to keep his family together. He needs a miracle. And then a miracle arrives on his doorstep. Her name is Mrs. Merkel. The kids call her Mrs. Miracle. And from the moment the warm, knowing, very patient Nanny appears, everything is different. Her sassy spirit is infectious. It gives Seth the courage to approach Reba, a beautiful travel agent who's been hurt and betrayed and is afraid to ever love again. Through the magic of faith and a little help from a children's Christmas pageant and a lot of encouragement from Mrs. Miracle, Seth and Reba might just be able to find a Christmas miracle of their very own true love. So there is book number 8. Book number 9. We have The Christmas That Changed Everything by Marilyn Baxter. Marilyn Pappano and Christine Flynn. This is a 2000 copyright. That's what the book looks like. This is what it's about. This exciting collection has it all. Three stories in one. A wealthy rancher delivers the baby of vulnerable beauty he has always loved in a captivating story by Marilyn Baxter. A doctor husband comes to the rescue of his estranged wife and discovers the secrets that once tore his bride from his loving arms in an emotional story by Marilyn Pappano. And a sexy CEO pursues his single and pregnant secretary all the way to the altar when he learns she's in need of his passionate protection in this enthralling story by Christine Flynn. So there you go. 3 books in one. Book number 10. We have Hidden Fires by Sandra Brown. This is some I have the copyrights written, some I don't. 1982 copyright. It's got a little writing in the front with marker. And this is what it all looks like. This is what it's about. In a Texas of cattle and railroads, family dynasties, and ambitious schemers, Sandra Brown's classic historical romance brings readers a riveting story. The moment the preacher's daughter, Lauren Holbrook, walked into the Texas mansion, she suspected she had been tricked. Instead of becoming wealthy, Olivia's Lockett secretary, the matriarch, presented her with a scandalous offer to marry in name only. The Lockett dynasty's heir, Playboy rebel Jared Lockett. Lauren could not know Olivia's real motive, but she was achingly aware of her feelings for Jared. Now, in spite of terrible risk, she had to trust her reckless husband and fight to make their marriage as strong as her love. So there you go. Hidden Fires. So with that, everything is in the description below. Thank you for spending your time with me in whatever time zone you're in. I hope you're having a great one, and I will see you soon. Bye.